All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Pool Dog Championship Arena for continuing coverage of the APA World 8-Ball Championship. Of course, we have had some technical difficulties here with our internet connection, which forced us to discontinue the coverage momentarily. What you missed while you were gone was Lee Thomas Jocks taking a 3-0 lead over Cody Lingelbach. Lee is back at the table here in this fourth game of the third match.
Lee shooting the stripes. Cody made a good run of it there for a while, just made one mistake. And Lee is, he's playing well. He's a skill level 6, so all Cody can do now is that hope that he gets back to the table. It's a really big deal for him to at least get one rack here in this match, so that no matter what happens, he can still obviously win it, but he definitely needs to get one to stop Lee from having a 3-0. And that's exactly what his team needs. Sharktank being down 4-2. This would put them on top if he did get the 3-0 win. That would make it 5-4. So
yeah, Lee Thomas leading here by a score of 3-0 for Cody Lingelbach. Lee, a member of the Sharktank. They are the team from Ontario. Cody, a member of Biggelbach, the team out of Portland, Oregon.
Oh. The only place he didn't want to be. He had this rack solved. All he had to do is come out to middle of the table. Just got a little too far, and he has no shot on either one of his balls here.
Ava, I tell you what, you don't realize how much people appreciate the stream until it's gone.
I know.
And you hear from everybody. So we are very appreciative of our viewers. Thanks for sticking with us again. Some technical issues that we had there with the internet here at the hotel. We're hoping it has been resolved. Play did continue even while we were down. Again, Lee Thomas took a 3-0 lead. He is racing to 5. Cody Lingelbach at the table right now.
He should be able to slowly roll this up, or he can go all the way down and back up again. Oh, that's not where you want to go. That's not where you want to go at all.
So after pocketing the 7 in the side, he scratches. Get ball in hand to Lee Thomas. Again, if you're just getting the coverage back on your news feed on Facebook, this is final round coverage of the APA 8-Ball World Championship.
And all Lee needs to do here is come up. He can just draw this cue ball straight back and play the 8-ball in the side pocket. He took extra time chalking up, so this chalk here, because we're in Las Vegas and it's very dry, so the chalk obviously gets more dry too. So you just got to make sure that you chalk up, and that was the perfect stroke, the perfect speed.
Lee pockets, or marks his pocket on the side there. Looking to go up 4-0. This race to 5 for him. Does pocket the 8-ball, now leading 4-0 on the hill. And Ava, if he can close this match out here, not only would he bring Sharktank a little bit closer back in this match, they would actually take the lead. That would be a 3-0 split based on the 3-point scoring. So big game coming up here for Lee Thomas and the team of Sharktank.
Yeah, this is really important for Cody to get on the board here. But this is how it is, you kind of contemplate who do we think has a good chance here, and he is a 6 and he's playing really well, and Cody has just struggled a little bit, made some unforced errors. And Lee is taking care of things, so we'll see. But it's keeping it close. A 3-0 the other way, that would have been pretty much the end of the match. But, well, maybe they still had a chance if they could have 3-0, 3-0, but it would have been very difficult at that point for them to get back in it. All right, good break again.
Nothing dropped on the break, so we'll see Cody here. Cody Lingelbach, one of 3 Lingelbachs on this Biggelbach team out of Portland. Got a father and 2 sons playing on this team.
It's just coming up. Cody's just jumping up a little bit. And again, it's difficult because I don't know his style of play, but it looks to me like he is jumping up. And a lot of times I tell everybody, stay down extra on your regular shots, because when you get nervous, you're going to stay down less on your shot. So that's the one thing you want to do, is just kind of hit it and jump up in the air a little bit.
John says these guys are making more mistakes than you'd expect from a 5 or a 6. Again, you know, we've kind of seen this all week. Again, you're seeing players play one match when their skill level is based on a number of matches. So you can't always, you know, judge them based necessarily on what you see in this one particular match.
No, and you're going to, you know, again, you could play within one skill level up and down, and these guys are nervous. I mean, there's a lot riding on this. This is the finals, and unless you have played in this arena, for those of you watching, you guys know how nerve-wracking it is to be out here. You're playing for $25,000. You're playing for the honor for the rest of time that you were the world champion. You're playing knowing that everybody at home is watching. It's a live stream. There's a ton of people in this room. I don't know, a couple of hundred people watching. So all that, if you're not used to that pressure, it's difficult.
Dina made a good point. They are this is a bit of an endurance, a test of endurance. Of course, these teams played well into the evening last night, played early this morning.
Yeah.
The semifinal round, so it is definitely a test of endurance.
Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart, is it? As it should be. A good shot there. Came in for the 7 ball. Lee has a really good tempo going now. He knows the balls are open here. He has got a shot at the 7. And come back out a little bit, draw it. Straight down past this 9 ball a little bit is the best thing that could happen, and then he could shoot the 2 ball. He may not want to mess with it after what happened before when he snookered himself on in the last rack. He was lucky enough to get back, but it's a small window there for him to draw back.
Pockets the 7 in the corner.
But I'm not sure what he was trying to do there. I guess to get on the 6, but he got too far. And not an easy position to play defensive shot here. The only thing I really see is, well, he can make it. Maybe he can make it. Or is he cutting the 2? He might be cutting backwards. Oh, nice shot.
2.
Nice shot.
All right, again, big game here for Lee Thomas. This would give him a 3-0 split in the match points, would give Sharktank the lead. Still a little ways to go in this particular game, but Lee has really performed well under the pressure.
Yeah, and he started out a little bit rough, too. It was kind of a, you know, first game jitters. Like, you know, I don't care if you're a pro or a beginner, you're going to have that. But now he's kind of got a commanding lead, obviously, and he can smell the 3-0 win here. This would be very appreciated by his teammates, I'm sure, to get them ahead.
You know,
from down 4-2.
Depending on how this all works out in the end, you may be seeing the MVP of the match right here if he can put this away 5-0. Pockets the 3. He's going to have an opportunity here. Pockets or marks his pocket there in the corner, shooting on the 8 ball now. This would be a big momentum swing here in this match. Gonna take a second, step back. Throw a little more chalk on the tip there. Obviously realizing what's at stake here. Back down on the table now, Lee Thomas.
Nice shot.
He got it.
4-0.
Lee Thomas pockets
5-0.
the 8-ball, wins that match 5-0 and picks up a huge 3 points for his team. Sharktank now takes the lead 5-4 behind a very impressive win by Lee Thomas Jocks, Owen Sound, Ontario. Well, we were hoping for a great match, Ava. I don't think anybody can complain at this point. We have had 2 Hill matches in favor of the Biggelbachs, who were leading 4-2. Now we've got a 5-0 performance by Lee Thomas of Sharktank. He's literally willed his team into the lead. They now lead 5-4. As these teams go back and decide who to put up for the 4th match. Well, we've got a moment. We'll make sure we hear a word from our friends at pooldog.com.
Tired of the same old when you're buying billiard supplies? Come shop with the big dogs at pooldog.com. You want pool cues? We've got over 700. Balls, cases, accessories, no problem. Want help with your game? How does hundreds of free training articles sound? Want to shop offline? We'll mail you a free catalog. Hit us up online, pooldog.com, or call 866-843-3294.
You don't have to play like a pro to enjoy the game I love. If you've ever played in a friend's basement, you can compete in an APA league. In the APA, everyone can play and anyone can win. So if you're looking for a fun night out with your friends and family, join an APA pool league today. Have fun, meet people, play pool. Visit poolplayers.com today.
Come from all walks of life.
Different backgrounds.
Different abilities.
We all have different reasons for doing what we do.
But we're all one.
One love.
One passion. One big family.
We are
American pool players.
American pool players.
American pool players.
And this is our league.
Tired of the same old, same old? Looking for a night out with your friends? Let me introduce you to the game of pool. I'm Jeanette Lee, the Black Widow, and playing in an APA pool league is both exciting and fun. Whether you've ever picked up a cue stick or not, you can enjoy the sport I love. In the APA, everyone can play and anyone can win. So grab some friends and form a team in the world's largest amateur pool league. Have fun, meet people, play pool.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Pool Dog Championship Arena in Las Vegas for final round coverage of the APA 8-Ball World Championship. Got quite a match in store for you here in this fourth of 5 matches here. We've got Steve Lingelbach and Lee Jocks. Steve, a member of the Biggelbach, Lee, member of Sharktank. Heavyweight battle here, Ava.
This should be a great match, and what an important match it is.
Both skill level 7s. We have a 5-5 race.
If Lee from Sharktank wins this match, the whole thing is over and done with. But I do believe that if
he'd need to
Steve
win 3-0, right, to put it away?
Yes.
Here? Yeah, so he'd have to shut out.
He would have
his
to shut
opponent.
out. Steven wins even a game, or if he wins the match, it continues.
Right. Steve at the table now. Steve Lingelbach, one of 3 Lingelbachs on the Portland team. Ava, I feel like it's been a Lingelbach Jocks, battle because there's so many on each team. We've got the Lingelbach family on one side. You've got the Jocks family on one side. We've seen, this is the 3rd Jock we've seen from the Shark Tank.
Real family team.
This is the 2nd of the Lingelbachs that we've seen here. So, yep, it's a family affair here. APA World Championships. Pretty cool though that family can experience something like this together.
Oh, it's great. It's great. A lot of family teams out here, period. And I know locally in the Coastal Carolina APA, we do have quite a few family teams as well. Rarely all 8, but
and this is the 4th of potentially 5 matches. If Steve picks up at least 1 game here, we will go to a 5th match. Shark Tank now leading 5-4 thanks to Lee Thomas Jocks, shutting out his opponent in that 3rd match.
just found out that Maddie Modi is the daughter of Steve Robert.
Oh, there we go. So there's another one. There's another Lingelbach that played. Holy cow. They should have just named these teams Lingelbach and Jocks.
Well, Steve's got a bit of an issue here, as you can tell, the fact that the 3 ball is blocking the pocket for the 9. He has left himself an angle now, though, that he can make this 11 in the side pocket to come down and break up.
Ted said, just like the Hatfield-McCoy feud. I kind of thought of that myself, but I'm thinking hopefully it'll be a lot less violent, right? Let's just decide it on the pool table. We don't.
But it's a battle nonetheless.
Yeah, for sure.
So you really have to pay attention now when you hit a shot like this. It's not just enough to go down into those balls, but really pay attention what part of which ball you hit, because if you just hit the 7 here and it misses the other 2, you're in trouble like that. Although maybe he can actually, I don't think he can. It's going to be interesting to see if he can hit this 3 ball in the thick part of the pocket. Is that doable? I don't think so.
Again, we are in the 4th match. Score is 0-0. We have 2 skill level 7s racing to 5. Overall match score favors the Shark Tank from Ontario, Canada. They lead the overall match 5-4. Much of that courtesy of Lee Thomas Jocks, who took that last match, the 3rd match, 5-0. Picked up a big 3 points for his team. Really shifted the momentum in this entire match.
He's still trying to figure out what to do with this, how to get on this 8 ball here. Just figure out the pattern. If he can give himself, this would be a good shot. If you just shoot kind of stop shot, just drag the cue ball a little bit. And then either in the corner or in the side, he can make this and just punch the cue ball over to play the 8 in the opposite corner from where the 3 is. No, he let it get away from him. He ended up on the incorrect side of this ball here. That could be trouble. That is trouble, I should say. He looked at it and see, is there any way I can squeeze it to where I could squeeze the 8 ball by or make them both? He's not loving it.
Interesting. He looked like he was looking at the overhead monitor there for a second.
Yeah, he's going, are you on an overhead?
Yeah,
Can I see if it goes?
If I can make it work on there.
You could see there, it might be able, the 3 ball is not hanging right there. Oh, none of that's going to work now.
Just missed.
And here comes Lee.
Lee Jocks to the table. Lee, a fellow skill level 7, so certainly capable of a run out. We'll see here. You see any problems for Mr. Jocks?
I do not. The 5 ball, yeah, not a problem. I just make that in the corner. This is all about planning your escape route here, which way you want to go.
Somebody's asking about the skill levels. It looks like Sharktank has played a 4, a 3,
a 10 and 11 they
a
are.
6 and a 7, so they are at 20. So they most likely, I'm guessing we're going to see Jason Meyer in the 5th match there. Skill level 3 would be my guess based on the numbers. Well, not based on a guess. That's all they got left to play.
That's it.
So as far as the Biggelbachs,
I believe they're in the same boat.
I've seen Maddie, Charles, 7, Steve is a 7, 14, and Cody's a 5, so they're at 19. So we could see Garrett Pearson, Matthew Lingelbach. My guess is we're going to see another Lingelbach, if I had to guess, Matt. But we'll see. They have a few more options on Biggelbachs than Sharktank has, so. Again, they got to get to that 5th match first. If somehow Lee Jocks can shut out Steve here, that would secure the match. I don't know how unlikely that is with 2 skill level 7s, but still a possibility for now. Again, we appreciate all our viewers sticking with us through some of the technical difficulties we had a little bit earlier. We do apologize for that. You are watching final round coverage of the APA World 8-Ball Championship. Lee pockets the 1 in the corner.
The only thing to pay attention to here is be careful of both balls going in. Anytime you play a combination where the ball is hanging in the pocket like that, obviously he's going to want to hit this with some speed to go down to the bottom cushion and back up for the 8. But if you do that, if the other ball sits, then all of a sudden you may not have a shot on it. And if you just tap it to make it, and they both happen to fall, you got a tough shot on the 8. So he's not going to go for the combo. He's going to go ahead and go all around. That's a good move. And go rail first here and come all the way around if you want, or draw it way up, way out there. He was going to not get stuck down it.
Drew that one all the way out of Clark County here.
But it's perfect. He's got almost built-in position. A little bit of left spin maybe, and he's got perfect position on the 8.
Again, score here is tied 0-0 in this 4th match. They're just getting underway, both skill level 7, so they're each racing to 5. Lee Jocks shooting on the 7 ball here, which he pockets. A nice leave on the 8. He'll mark up his pocket and look to get on the board first. In terms of the overall team match score, the Sharktank, they are the team from Ontario, Canada, leading 5-4. And lead Jocks off to a good start here with a 1-0 lead over Steve Lingelbach. Steve will prepare the rack. Lee will have the break. And as we mentioned, Steve really needs to pick up at least one game here to send this to the 5th individual matchup.
The way he was playing in the first, not just being a 7, but the way he was playing in the first rack there, he didn't get all the way out. But I have no doubt that if he gets to see the table, you never know either.
Well, that is the hard part, yeah.
It's winner breaks.
But I will be surprised if he's not able to pick up at least a game. So, long way to go here in this 4th match.
Absolutely.
I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves.
Just trying to give everybody an idea where it stands. Not everybody watching may be familiar with the 9-ball scoring. So if you get to 8, that's the magic number. If you get to 8, it's over. If it gets anything else, the match is still alive. Even a tie can bring it to a tie. Then it's whoever wins 3 out of the 5 matches.
Right.
So Biggelbach won the first 2 matches, then Sharktank won the 3rd one. So they're down 2-1 in matches, which could come in play, I believe.
Looks like he got that 15. Got something else there. Was that the 7? 15 and the 7 both
yeah.
gone.
Yeah, so an open table. And the stripes look pretty good. A little bit of a kind of an issue there with the 9-ball and what is that, the 13?
Yeah, he's kind of looking at the table there, deciding which one he wants to go after.
Again, the team score is 5-4 in favor of Sharktank, the team from Owen Sound, Ontario. Okay, just going to see what he's going to do here. This will tell a lot about if that ball is makeable.
Sharktank plays out of Harvey's Billiards up there in Owen Sound.
That sounds like a real pool room. Harvey's
Billiards.
Harley's or Harvey's?
Harvey's.
Harvey's. I like it. There's not a lot of those old-time pool rooms left, you know, like the old, you know, gray tile floors with paneling on the wall, you know, the way it used to be.
I bet you've seen some pool rooms,
I've seen some
you?
pool rooms. Yeah, I miss those. All right, so the 13 is makeable. Oh.
No. Can't get the 13 to drop in that corner. Brings Steve Lingelbach back to the table. I'm being told Owen Sound, 2 hours northwest of Toronto. Sounds like it's cold. Maybe not today, but sounds like a place that would be cold, cold, cold.
Definitely. It's cold enough up northern U.S., but once you get a little farther than that, it's, you know, I moved south quite a while ago, and I don't think I'll be going back up north. It's nice and nice to visit, but
how do you like that WPBA event in Michigan each year? That's isn't that like in January?
I get to visit, yeah. Then I get to go home.
Yeah. I bet that's a cold
one. I love that
one.
tournament. It's so fun. Yeah. You never know about the weather either. Mitchell and I have had some scary ones when on our way home, scary trips back.
Sounds like you've been to Sam's Billiards at some point in your career, according to Carissa Biggs.
Oh, wow.
Said a long time ago you were there.
I've been to so many places, but
Hard to
that's
remember,
that
huh?
I should know that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Buffalo is pretty chilling too. Chilly, not chilling, chilly.
You could probably chill in Buffalo too. Just might be a little colder there.
I just meant it's not chilling, you know, like.
I know. No snow in Owen Sound right now. Well, that's good. It is August, so. Speaking of August, fall session just around the corner. If you're looking to get involved in the APA, no better time to do it. You can go to our website, poolplayers.com. You can join today. We'll get you on a team, or better yet, you can form your own team of your friends and family, kind of like the Lingelbachs and the Jocks have here. And who knows, you might find yourself in Vegas competing for $25,000 and a world title. Oh, somebody's talking about the Garage Billiards in Seattle. I don't know if you've ever been there, but that place is awesome.
I have not.
I've been to the Garage in Seattle. We did a show with Jeanette Lee there several years ago. One of the coolest places I've ever been in.
Oh, great.
Very cool place. Would love to get back up there. That area is beautiful, too. Seattle.
We used to have a tournament at Seattle at Jillian's. And
Oh,
I've
yeah.
been there doing some shows, but I've never been to Garage. Is that a newer place, or has it been around a long time?
It's a newer place. It's in Seattle. Well, I mean, I don't know how long it's been around. This was 7 years ago I was there, so it's been around a while, but just a very hip place. You know, Seattle obviously is kind of that kind of environment, but really neat place.
Big shot here. There you go, 3-ball. He's going to leave himself an angle. It would be great to have a stop shot right there on the 3 to be able to play the 2 and come across with a little bit of low right. And as you always hope for when 2 7s are playing is that you get a battle back and forth, back and forth. He got his angle.
Steve pockets the 2 in the corner there. Leaves himself with a shot on the 8. Looking to tie this matchup 1-1. More importantly, would guarantee that we see a 5th match.
Nice.
Pockets the 8-ball there. We are now tied at 1 game apiece in this 4th match. Again,
yes.
These 2 teams competing for $25,000.
And answer Kim Young, yes, I have been to Sticks Billiards in Villarica. There's a lot of APA play out of there, and 2 good friends of mine, Helena and Monica, own Sticks and opened that up.
Oh, really?
The original owners, yeah. Helena Turnfelt and Monica Webb.
Make sure we mention our friends Pooldog, pooldog.com. You can go to their website. They got a number of special offers for APA members, especially if you go to pooldog.com/APA champs. And check out those offers. Of course, we appreciate everything they've done to help us bring you this coverage of the World Championships. It's been a great week here in Pooldog Championship Arena, where we've already seen 5 championship matches play out. We are seeing the 6th and final match here this evening. Really appreciate all their support, as well as our other sponsors, Aramith Billiard Balls, Action Cues, and Nationwide Insurance. A lot of folks come together to make these World Championships as successful as they are, so we appreciate all their support. Somebody said Turnfelt is a great name for a pool hall owner. It's actually Thornfelt.
No, it's not. It's Turnfelt.
Is that how it's said?
Yes. trust me.
Turnfelt?
Yes.
It's spelled Thornfelt, right?
Yes, but it's really pronounced, and I think it's just easier for Americans to do that. And she just did Norgis kind of like me with my name, call me, but it's Helena Turnfelt is her name.
Ah.
Just so you know.
There we go.
A little bit of tidbit for you.
Yeah. So it is a great name for a pool room owner.
See?
Turnfelt.
Turnfelt.
All right, so quite a spread there on the table. Lee Thomas checking it out and figuring out again with these sevens. They want to have a plan. They don't just want to pocket the first ball they can. They want to know that they can go on a run.
While he's trying to figure out the best pattern here, I got to laugh a little bit. One of my players, Donnie Massengills, he said, Dave, you should come play at break time in Wilmington, North Carolina. That is one of it's our biggest location that we have in the Coastal Carolina APA
What is it
area.
called?
It's called Break Time.
Break Time, that's right, yeah.
And I have been to Mickey's Brews and Cues.
Where's that one at?
Oh, I don't know. It's
Mickey's
here.
Brews, yeah, in Vegas.
It's
yeah,
in
I've
Vegas.
been there. We actually shot some a few years ago. We had a production company shooting a reality TV pilot. We shot some stuff in there with Florian Kohler, actually.
Yeah,
I knew that name.
Yeah.
Lee pockets the 15 in the corner.
Not quite enough to get up on the 9. I don't even think he can go rail first here. That was what the plan was, to get that out of there. You always want to get those trouble balls out of there first. I say it all the time, but if you have the ability to run the table, then you definitely, the first thing you want to do is identify and try to figure out a good path to get rid of the balls that are potentially in trouble. When Stephen is entertaining the crowd over there. I guess that would be our next level. I think that would be too much nerves, you know, to mic the players the way we do in the pros.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think some would do real well with it. Some others, not so much. All right, pockets the 9 in the corner.
You can see they just went rail first a little bit.
Again, both players skill level 7s. This is a race to 5. Tied up 1-1 here in the 4th match. Overall team match score, Sharktank leads 5-4 over Biggelbach. Biggelbach are out of Portland, Oregon. Sharktank from Owen Sound, Canada. I mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, we've never had a Canadian team win the 8-ball championship.
Story, yeah.
So this would be potentially a first.
Okay, there's a bit of traffic here for him to get that 13. 11, I guess. No, it's not. I think it's 11, isn't it? No, 13 ball. Is he going to shoot a combo, or can he get up between there? That would be huge if he could. Is that the 14? Okay, I can't tell what the colors are. I do believe that's the 14. Here we go.
Yeah, in terms of overall wins, Biggelbach has won the first 2 matches. Sharktank took the 3rd match.
Oh, nice combo.
But the first two games, or first two matches, were 2-1 splits, whereas the third match went 3-0 in favor of Sharktank. That's why they lead 5-4. Again, we are using the 3-point scoring system that APA utilizes in 8-ball.
No major issues here. He's just trying to make sure that he's planning out the correct pattern, which is so important. It's amazing how difficult you can make an easy out if you don't pay attention to the pattern.
Pockets the 11 in the corner.
It looks like he's just going to come up, I would think, towards the 5-ball here to shoot the cut shot on the 8. Unless, you know, on a big table you would do that in a heartbeat. On a bar table you may go ahead and just take a shot down in the far corner, because it is a shorter distance, so not as difficult of a shot to shoot it to the opposite side of the table. He's going to follow it. Oh boy, that's not what he wanted to do. Oh, he's sick about that. Not 100% sure what he was trying to do. If he was trying to come out, he needed to play that with more center, kind of like a stun shot. So, yeah. If he can hit it, I guess he's going to have to mark it near the corner and the side and see if it can glance off the 2. I don't think he can hit the full 8-ball. Yeah, there you go. He's going to have to play it off the 2-ball.
Lee really likes to size things up for each shot.
How'd you hit it, Lee? How did you hit it, Lee?
Well, all that examination seemed to pay off.
If we had a shot of the match, that would be it so far, that's for sure.
Pockets that 8 in the side. Takes a 2-1 lead in this race to 5.
Steven is laughing and he's going, shaking his head. He said, I definitely thought I would get it back to the table there, but he just played a really good shot there off.
If you're enjoying the coverage of this year's APA World Championships from Las Vegas, I encourage you to like us on Facebook. Of course, many of you that are watching on Facebook probably already have liked our page. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/APA Leagues. Get notifications as we release new content. Got our Instagram page that you can like as well. Lots of ways to engage with APA and all things that we do. You can see the players checking out the rack. Steve Lingelbach preparing the rack. Lee will have the break. Lee leading 2-1. This race to 5. Peter, Venom was here. He was here earlier in the week. Did some exhibitions, was out at the pool party last Sunday night.
Okay, so it looks to me like the only way to go here, because of the 7 and 5, are the striped. Every ball has a pocket, including the combo. On the 15, you're just going to have to cut it a little bit, but I would definitely go with, depending if that 8 ball goes past the 6, that's another issue.
I still can't get over that shot on the 8 ball.
Yeah, it was great.
Wow.
It was great.
We'll have to pull that one out and throw it on a highlight reel later on. That was quite a shot.
And usually you have those amazing shots come up when there's no other option. In other words, most players are going to play a defensive shot if they can.
Right.
But when you put yourself in a position, you know, his position play wasn't that great. Snookered himself, but he could see just enough of it. He had to come with something creative, and he pulled off the shot of the tournament so far, or at least this match today.
The team of Biggelbach, they are the team from Portland, Oregon. Some folks asking once again who's from where. The Sharktank team is from Owen Sound, Ontario.
Biggelbach so far have played a 7, a 5, a 3, and a 4. And Sharktank has played 7, 6, 3, 4.
Yeah, so we think we're going to see Jason Meyer in the 5th match from Sharktank. Not quite sure on Biggelbach. They do have a few options there. They've got 2 4s and a 3 that have yet to play. My guess is we'll see either Garrett Pearson or Matt Lingelbach in that 5th match for them.
All right, here's your combo. He's left a 9 ball in the side pocket there if he were to need it. He would love for the 11 to come out a little bit to make it easier later on to get on the 14. 9 to the 14 is not that fun of a shot because of where all those balls are, the 1 and the 5 and the 8. There you go. If he can get across table, he can slide over. But you're crossing the line you want to be on. In other words, he's not going towards the position he wants. So if you get too far, you may have position to where on your last stripe, you're going away from it as opposed to toward it. So it's very important when he makes this, after he makes this and he makes the 9, his speed control on the 14 is really important. Again, he's coming across the line he wants to be on, so he's going to have to, within like 6 to 8 inches of position where he wants to be.
You seem to know a lot about what's happening here. You must be a
I'm
professional.
reading the
You must be
Complete
a
Idiot's Guide
professional.
on Pool as I'm speaking, just to make sure.
Some great insight there by the Striking Viking folks.
Yeah, anytime you can. That's why a lot of times I'll hear somebody go crazy when a 3 runs 4 or 5 balls in a row and they're playing perfect position. Well, it's because the balls just happen to be that where all you have to do is make it and the cue ball feeds towards the next shot. And here he came, and that's perfect. That's perfect. Now, if he comes out a little bit farther, further down on the rail, then all of a sudden he's going to have a hard time getting on the next one. So that was really well done.
Really been impressed by both of these guys here in this 4th match.
Yeah, these guys have played a few matches in their lifetime, haven't they?
Derek Bivens said the 2016 team that won was the best he's ever seen, and I'm guessing he's a little partial towards them because I think he was a member of that same team. So, but I get you.
There you go. And now 8-ball. We can put a little bit of left spin here, come around 2 rails, either go around the 6 or into it.
Steve trying to even up this 4th match, 2 games apiece.
Well, it came a little bit long, but he's got a shot at this in the corner. If I was a betting woman, I would have to bet that he's going to pocket this one.
He's going to go all the way down. What is that he's pocketing? Is that it's like a
It looks like a little
dinosaur figurine
dinosaur
or something? Some kind of little
yeah.
figurine there that he's got.
I had one of my ladies' teams use my bobblehead doll to mark the pocket with.
Nice. Nice.
That was pretty funny. It's pretty big to carry around.
And Steve Lingelbach pockets the 8 in the corner, ties this 4th match up at 2 games apiece. He will have the break as Lee Thomas prepares the rack.
Okay, back and forth battle here. Steve's going to take a quick check that the balls are racked well. We haven't had any problems with that really today. Just want to make sure the balls are touching so that you have a good reaction when you hit the balls solid, if you hit them solid, and I have a feeling that Steve will. All right, so in case you just joined us, this is Biggelbach from Portland, Oregon. And Stephen Lingelbach is breaking here. And then you have Sharktank, that's from Owen Sound, Ontario, from Canada. That's playing, and that is Lee Jock. That's playing the other, for the other team. It's 2-2. And it is 5-4 Sharktank's favor. Stephen is really loosening up here and talking to himself, talking to the crowd, having a good time. Yeah, he's fun. It's fun to watch. He's checking out. He's talking to himself, and I think he's trying to plan out what to do here, obviously. Yes, Randy, Steve's making noises. Somebody said to tell Steve that, to tell Jason that it's Lee, not Lee Thomas. Yeah, Lee Thomas is son that played earlier, correct? It gets confusing, you know. We have so many family members, and when they have the same name, it gets even tougher. But I will tell him. Okay, here we go. Plan made. Not an easy situation at all here for the stripes. You can see that 15 ball is tied up with the 8. It has no pocket. The 11 does go past the 6. I believe that's what he's going to have to shoot now. And then you have 2 balls on the rail. So he's got some work to do.
What'd I miss?
Well, the only thing you missed is that somebody said to remind you that this is Lee playing, not Lee Thomas.
Oh, that's right. I'm getting confused with all the jocks.
I know.
Lee
I defended
Thomas,
you.
yes.
I know.
Of course, we saw Keisha early on. Boy, I had to take a quick break. The Mrs. Americas were getting a little rowdy out there. We had to close the door.
Yeah.
You hear them yelling out there. We'd never
Next
think
group
from
coming
those
in.
ladies, but they're
Yeah.
quite pumped up about being Mrs. Americas.
They're louder than our pool players.
Well,
And
maybe,
that says a lot.
maybe.
Okay, I'm going to see here. He wants to have enough of an angle, I would think, to break open. Now, why would you do that, though? You can do that with the next one, but then you're not going to have a shot on your final. See, he's got some work to do. Because if he does make this ball now and then uses the next one here to break open the 8, the problem is if he doesn't get a shot there, he's not going to have a shot on his last ball that's sitting on, or next to the last ball that's sitting on the cushion. So he's got some work.
Pockets the 11 in the corner.
And you can see the 9 ball is still there. Inconveniently snuggled up behind the 2. If the 15 does pass between the 1 and the 8, it's impossible to tell from here, but if it does, then he wants to miss this altogether and come back for the 9 next. Just go across the table and back. Yeah, that shot, I don't know, that doesn't look like it'll go. We'll see. We'll see what he's got going on here. It'll all depend. We'll see it when he hits the shot.
Cuts the 13 in the corner.
No, nothing worked there. No shot on the 9, no shot on the 15, and big trouble here with Lee having all his balls open and available. I don't see it anywhere where he could play a defensive shot.
Yeah, you can see both these players taking a little longer with each shot. Obviously both being skill level 7s, realizing that, you know, anytime they leave the table, it could potentially be the last time they see the table. It's a little more deliberate than you might see some of the lower skilled players. Obviously, we were kind of at a crucial point in the match as well, so adding to that, neither player wanting to make a mistake that may result in their team losing this match.
He would love to come. I'm not sure what he's doing here. He couldn't be cutting it, is he? No.
No, you can't see his reaction. He kind of pulled off that shot and almost looked like he said, well, maybe this will work.
And the beauty here is that We're not on a time clock like we were with ESPN for the pro events. Oh, danger, danger. All right. Here comes Lee. Little bit of a break there for Steven. The fact that the 15 ball kind of snuggled up to the 1, so that's not a bad thing.
Pockets the 4 in the corner. Some folks asking if that was a foul, if the 8 was hit first. Again, I don't believe a referee was called to watch that particular shot.
Well, the fact that
Referees don't
Lee didn't
interject.
say anything, and the fact that Steven, I mean, he's not gonna intentionally take it, and Lee didn't say, you know, was that a foul? And then their abilities, so.
Yep. You do have to call a referee in, though, if you want him to watch a shot. They do not interject unless asked to watch a shot.
Yeah. That is the bluest ferrule I have ever seen. That's got about 9 years of chalk on it right there.
The overall match score here, Nikki, is 5-4 in favor of the Sharktank. You can see the lead jocks, team captain of the Sharktank at the table currently. He is tied 2-2 in a race to 5 with Steve Lingelbach. Pockets the 3 in the side there.
And he is in phenomenal shape to do whatever he pretty much wants to here, the pattern he wants to work around. The fact that the 1 ball now passes, I believe, in both pockets.
There is no sudden death in this match. This match began at 2 p.m. Pacific. We are now at the 6 o'clock hour here in Las Vegas. No sudden death in the championship match. Lee pockets the 5 in the corner.
Pattern from here is whatever he chooses. You shoot the 2 next, or you could shoot the 6 and then come down for the 1 ball. The 2 passes in both corner pockets, so.
You got a lot of folks that want you to come see him in different parts of the country. I'm noticing on the comments. Somebody said they want you to. Where do they want you to come next? Lincoln City.
I have traveled so much in my life that I've become such a homebody. I'm going to be like my father, where I just kind of sit in, you know, in a rocking chair.
Like being in the comforts of your own home. I get that, especially after being out here for almost 2 weeks. I definitely get that.
I've had the most amazing life because of this game. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. But if I'm in any of those places, I promise I'll come see you guys.
Where was your favorite place to ever play pool?
You know what? The pool tournaments may have been Amsterdam Billiard Club in New York.
New York.
When we had our ESPN tournaments there, the feeling of it and everything else. World Championship in Bergheim, Germany was great. Japan. We had a wonderful, wonderful tournament there back. That was early 80s or even early 90s, even late 80s. I'm not sure when it was. We had quite a few tournaments, but like you said, the Florida event was great.
Oh,
San
man.
Diego,
Yeah.
the Viejas.
Yeah, San Diego.
And of course out in Oregon.
Lee pockets the 1 in the corner. Looks to be in pretty good shape here. Go up 3-2.
Well, APA is not the only sport. I mean, the billiards, we just don't have enough. We have 700 teams, plus teams out here. We've had 14,000 players, and to get referees.
700 in this particular event,
to get referees for every single table out there, and it needs to be a qualified referee. We'd rather have a few less than have one for every table that is not as qualified. And it's the same thing in the pros. You have to call a referee over. We do the same thing. Only on the actual televised match in the pros do we have a referee. But we choose to play this match like they have been playing the rest of it. The only difference is we do not go to sudden death in the finals. There you go.
Pockets that 8 in the corner, now leading 3-2. Again, this is a race to 5. His team leading overall 5-4. Somebody's asking if you ever competed in 3-cushion. And do you know Harry Sims?
Not competed, other than I've competed against league operator Bruce Bartlett and Venom one day out here in Vegas, and that did not end well. Venom, I mean, I think Bruce beat up on both of us, actually.
Rich Henderson, you're asking how long it takes to set everything up. It takes several days. We sent on our the first wave of our people out of St. Louis come in, so we started on Thursday. I think they actually come out about almost a week before. They come in, start unloading our trucks, lights go up, tables come in, get leveled, and everything that needs to happen with those. Pipe and drape is set, seating is set, signage is set. So it's a several-day process. We actually tear it out in about 36 hours. So, of course, we do want to make sure we acknowledge our presenting sponsors of this year's streaming coverage, our friends at PoolDog.com. If you go to PoolDog.com/APA-champs, they got several offers for APA members as well as the viewers of our streaming coverage you can take advantage of right now. If you're looking to get a new pool cue or some new billiard accessories, Pool Dog, they've got it all. Looks like Lee's about ready to break here. This would be the 6th game of this match.
I just hit us off a little bit, so it's going to be a cluster there of the solids. And that's going to be his series of balls. You can see the 9, 10, 14, and 11 are all right there. We haven't seen a lot of defense in this.
Not much.
So far.
Not like I might have expected from 2 7s, but
the ball, until now, the table has broken up really well. And it's just been, you know, playing chess, trying to get the run out. But he may have to play some D here. Mel, I'm going to answer Mel here. I just looked down. There is no hotel that can accommodate
all the players.
All the players.
Yeah, we wish there were.
That's impossible.
Yeah, this event has become what they refer to here in Vegas as a citywide event, really, because you have to utilize more than one hotel because there's just not enough rooms available.
And the problem too is if we were to go to a hotel that may come close, like an Caesars or something, you're looking at, instead of $89 or $86 a night, you're looking at about $250.
Yeah, I mean, the price point is quite different. And to be honest, I'm not sure that we could secure a large enough room block in those kinds of facilities.
No, they can't tell all their clients. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're real happy with this location, with this venue. Steve Lingelbach here, back at the table, trailing by a game.
I have a mural at Fatso's in Tampa. Just
you got a mural?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You got any statues I should know about?
Hi, Tony. Huh?
You got a bobblehead? You got a mural? Do you got any statues or anything I should know about?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I've got it all. Don't worry.
Bronzed Ava statue. Steve really taking a look at the table here.
Well, again, the planning is skill level 7. Before you start shooting, you really need to know what you're doing. And then there shouldn't be too much planning, especially if it's an open table, unless you lose position. Then you got to go back and draw a new map. There you go, official Ava pocket markers.
What would that look like, out of curiosity?
This is... never mind, I was going to say something.
Don't go there.
All right, combo here. Question is, where's the 5 going? Oh, good. It came out. Hit it just right. That's one of those where you hit it a little bit off, and the 5 ball can go towards that cluster of balls there, but everything should be good now. 3 ball obviously goes past the 15. You just got to get up there and get an angle on it.
Again, we utilize Valley Dynamo 3.5 by 7 foot tables for this event.
The table is open, Dave.
Yeah. They just don't have the door off it. They just press the mechanism.
Yeah, it's open.
They're not putting any coins in the table or anything like that.
All disciplines now. Way back, there used to be kind of, with quarters in for the showdown series, but
yeah,
no more
all
now.
all the tables are now open, with the exception of practice tables and Mini Mania.
Mm-hmm.
But
just enough. All right, perfect angle. Make the 2 into the rail, come out. 3 balls right there. Just drift down. Drift down for the 4, no problem. He would have loved to have gotten a 4 in right now. Make the 4 and then get to the other 2 on the other side of the table, because he would have to get really perfect on the position on the 4 ball. He's to have an easy time to get to the 8. I'm getting too far ahead now, I just realized.
but these guys look like they're just kind of shooting in somebody's basement here. These 2 guys shooting here, Steve and Lee, having a little banter, talking a little bit, friendly, but don't seem to have a care in the world. It's almost like they're hanging out in one of their basements or local pool rooms, just enjoying the day. Steve pockets the 2 in the corner there.
That's great too, though, when you can when you get into the match, you start getting settled in. We were talking about the first game jitters. Once you start getting into it a little bit, then and you're focused, you really don't notice everything around, the crowd, the television cameras, whatever it may be. And all of a sudden, like you said, it becomes like you're just kind of out on league night, having a good time, playing some pool.
Boy, and both these sevens so evenly matched. You know, sometimes we see sevens match up, and you got one that we might call a super seven, and one that's maybe a newly anointed seven. But both these guys very evenly matched here, neck and neck throughout. Again, the format here is modified single elimination. That is the format that we utilize for all of our events here in Vegas. Guaranteed to play twice, not necessarily guaranteed to lose twice. So, it's my understanding both these teams actually undefeated coming into this match, but this is the final match here at the 8-Ball World Championships.
Some trouble here, trying to get weight off on this. See what he can do. Should be able to make this 4-ball, obviously. Tough to know where the cue ball will actually end. Balls are going to be moving, coming towards it. Where's the cue ball going to go? He missed the scratch on it, but man, nothing fun to look at here. Looks like the only thing he's got is a bank shot. There you go. There's that little dinosaur.
That is a dinosaur.
Little yellow dinosaur. Orange.
What are they? Is that a Stegosaurus? You know your
I should.
Stegosaurus,
But
right?
I don't.
Got the little-
Stegosaur,
got
yeah.
little things on the back.
What were those evil, mean things in Jurassic Park?
It's like
Remember those?
Tyrannosaurus, right?
No, those were the
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
horrible things.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
was that what it was? Tyrannosaurus?
Tyrannosaurus
yeah.
Rex is like the biggest one, right? He's the
I
meanest
don't
of them
know.
all.
Oh, yeah. I was more scared of those medium, small things
yeah.
that ran around.
To ask
Evil.
him after the match why the Stegosaurus, what the significance is of that. Maybe some of the viewers know the significance of Steve's pocket marker there. Would love to hear the backstory on that.
Got to answer. I love you people. Raptors, Velociraptors. Those are the
okay.
ones. The Velociraptors.
But I want to
No
know
good there.
why. I want to know why Steve is using that one.
I
I
don't
want to
know.
know what the significance is there.
He's a little upset there. A little upset, but it was tricky getting perfect on that 4-ball. And here you go. Now all of a sudden Lee has a chance to really take charge of this match here and get on the hill. Well, everybody knows it was a Velociraptor but me.
Well, I called it a Stegosaurus, so I obviously
Yeah,
didn't
you don't know.
that.
I wasn't counting on you anyway.
Wow.
Well, you have
Wow.
I don't mean it like that. Wow, did I
That's
go
all
too
right.
far?
Nah.
I'm sorry.
I got pretty thick skin. Dried out thick skin from 10 days in Vegas, but thick skin nonetheless.
Thank you, Justin. All right, here we go. Long shot. There should be no problem. 11 ball on the corner.
APAsaurus, I like that.
APAsaurus. And there's the shot that kind of will solve it all. I'm thinking he's going to play 9, come down to the rail for the 15, and just drift out, and he can play 10, 13, 14, or 13, depending on how he gets on it. But this should be no problem for him to get on the hill here. No, it's not because it's the last match. It's not because it's the great sevens. There is no shot clock and there's no sudden death in the final match. We want these guys to just be able to play it out. I have played pro matches and we all talk about it. Playing under shot clock is incredibly nerve-wracking. And the last thing we need to do is add another layer of nerves to these guys that are not used to this kind of pressure. So we're just letting them play out. I guess if it got really ridiculous, the referee could nudge them a little bit and say, come on, guys. But No. It's played out.
Overall score here is 5-4 in favor of Sharktank. Really, that third match really turned this thing around.
Yeah, you're
Sharktank
right.
was trailing 4-2 at the time. Had lost the first two matches, 2-1 each match. And Lee Thomas Jocks, son of Lee Jocks, who is playing right now, came up very big in his match, winning 5-0, picking up a big 3 points. That gave his team a 5-4 lead. Lee is looking to extend that lead here, currently leading 3-2.
And if he wins this, that would make it 7-4. And it would come down to that last match. Both teams have won a match if Lee goes ahead and runs out here. Or it's actually 3-2. I apologize. I was thinking it was 4-2. That's the second time that I've missed what score was. But regardless, it will go on to the next
fifth match.
Fifth match.
For sure, yeah. Just a matter of how deep into that fifth match we go is the question at this point. $13 in the corner for Lee. Nice leave there on the 8-ball. He's going to mark his pocket. Pockets the 8-ball in the corner. Now leads by a score of 4-2. Lee Jocks is now on the hill here in this fourth match, leading Steve Lingelbach. One more win here for Lee before Steve gets to the hill would mean he would get a 2-0 split here, would make the score 7-4. Of course, we talked about it earlier. We've got our fall session just around the corner. If you're looking to compete in one of our championships here in Las Vegas, you can go to poolplayers.com. You can join from there. You can do that right this very second. You can do that today. Get you on a team for the fall session. You can bring some friends and family members if you'd like. And we'll hope to see you in Vegas next year.
And I agree with Mike McKinney. This obviously match is obviously not over yet. Both of these players have the ability to kind of take charge. This match has kind of gone back and forth, but Steven is chomping at the bit to get back to this table here again. At least we do have fun.
Yeah.
Steven said, get that cue ball back a little bit. I take any advantage I can get, or take, I don't want any disadvantages for you to get too close, and to have a fun little exchange there.
I got the 8-ball moving there, but just send it down to the opposite rail. Dry break there. Steve will come back to the table here. Well, these guys are looking like they are having a great time.
I know they're talking
You know?
away, and it's like nobody else is in the
Yeah.
room. Nobody else is watching at home. Two of them just having a good game.
Look like a couple buddies just hanging out. Ron, you're welcome. Certainly appreciate our viewership, and we're glad you guys are enjoying the streaming coverage we've been bringing you the past week or so from here in Las Vegas. We've seen 5 championships already play out here in Pool Dog Championship Arena.
Answering Rita, he can't win 3-0. 3-0 is only if you do a shutout, and the match is that stands at 4-2 right now. So the most he could do is 2-0 or possibly 2-1, depending on what Steve does in the next few games.
You can see there kind of the way that it works for the 3-point scoring. Shutout results in a 3-0 split when the losing player makes it to the hill. You're splitting 2-1, and when the losing player gets at least 1 game, which right now is the case here, you'd be looking at a 2-0 split.
Well, the table doesn't get much friendlier than this table is right now for somebody like Steve that needs to stay in this match and stop Lee from getting that 5th and final game. Everything is open, just cue ball control, playing patterns. The 14 ball is the only one that I can see where he would have a little bit of an issue with. It will go in the corner, and it may even go on the side, so.
$25,000 on the line here in this finale. Runner-up's going to take home $15,000. Let's see a breakdown of the payout for the 8-ball World Championship. Lots of prize money being paid out this week, to the tune of nearly $1.3 million. Steve Lingelbach here at the table of Biggelbach out of Portland.
All right, just trying to make sure he finds the speed here to play this 14 to come off of the 11. Or the 9. It still has the 9 ball on the table. Or is that the 1? That's
like
the
they're
9
both.
ball.
Pockets
That
the 10 on the
is
side.
great speed right there. That was good. I think I would have preferred to go out and play the 9 first and then come up for the 11, but he really played a smooth shot. Both players have the speed of the table down pretty good now.
Steve feeling
Steve's
pretty
not
comfortable
going
here.
anywhere.
This is the quickest I've seen him shoot the entire match.
Yeah.
He's going to pull within a game here of Lee. Now trails by just 1. He will also have the break in this next game. Very evenly matched players here, both skill level 7s. Would not be surprising for this to result in a hill-hill match. We've already seen 2 hill-hill battles here early on, the first 2 matches. The third match was a bit of an anomaly where Lee Thomas Jocks won that match 5-0, but otherwise high five there between Maddie and Steve.
Well, the way this match has been going, actually this whole week, it would be pretty appropriate to come down to that 5th match and to see where it's going to go.
Got to stand up, sorry. Just moving around a little bit. About 4.5 hours into this finale. Where did you think I was leaving? Not leaving. No comment?
You know, I keep having these comments, but I'm on air, so I can't do it. Yeah. You keep asking for it. All right. See if Stevie can. Stevie, I'm calling him what everybody else is calling him.
Stevie? They like calling him Stevie?
I've seen a lot of, come on, Stevie. So we're going to see if he can tie this up 4-4.
Yeah, one of these teams is out of Portland. That's the Biggelbachs. You can see Steve Lingelbach, member of the Biggelbachs. Their opponents are from Owen Sound, Ontario. They are the team of the Sharktank. Both players examining the rack a little bit. You can see all the matches we've had here this past week. This is the 6th and final championship we're bringing you here from Pool Dog Championship Arena. Of course, all these past matches you can find on both our YouTube channel and our Facebook page in case you missed any of it.
Good break. Solid break.
A lot of action in that bottom quadrant of the table there. See how that impacts things.
Had a little bit of clusters there, which I'm sure Steve is perfectly happy with, considering that he had to let the table go back to Lee. And I think it's about 50-50 on this table, which I would would go with it. I don't know. Probably would have to choose the solids here, I think. I don't know. Lee disagrees. He's going to go for it now. And if he can get perfect on this and get himself an angle, might want to go ahead and shoot the 10 off the 2 even. The 2 is the only issue down there for him having the solid, the stripes, really.
Lee, of course, on the hill here in this match, or in this game. If he were to win this game, that would give him a 2-0 point split, which would make the overall score 7-4. Oh.
Tried it. No good.
That just made things a little more complicated.
Yeah.
The 2 ball drops.
If it ends up with a tie after 5, it is whoever won 3 individual matches to the other one too. Yeah. In this particular case, each team has, well, if Lee were to have won this, but this is far from over. So either one team will have 3, the other one will have 1. Or 2-2. He's talking to himself a little bit again. This sure made a mess of things. This table was fairly open and then one shot, and all of a sudden
Anthony said this match has already used 50% of his battery life. And I'm thinking you got a pretty decent battery there, Anthony. I wouldn't be complaining too bad about that. I don't.
What are they doing? Oh, he was shooting the wrong ball, and is that what happened? He was shooting the wrong ball?
Well, he did take
and
stripes
his opponent just pointed that out to him.
Okay.
Yeah, because when he was, I'm not sure what happened, but I know when Lee was shooting, the 2 ball was pocketed.
Yeah,
and that's probably why Steven thought, yeah, so that's a pretty cool opponent. I love that. Brings a tear to my eye when people are classy and honest. I think Steve was thinking, man, I really would like to have the stripes at this point.
See you, Dr. Q. Thanks for everything.
Great job.
Dr. Q stopping by to wish us well as he heads home from Las Vegas.
We had him out to the Coastal Carolina APA area. Was it last year, I believe? This year? This year, I think. And he is a lot of fun to watch. Really interact with the players and stayed extra and had some fun with them and gave some lessons and stuff. So then we had Florian come out. They're fun, those guys. All right, so you can tell the 3 ball passes, the 6 goes, the 8 goes. And for those of you who have been following the stream this whole week for all our different formats know that I always say the same thing. If you can leave the balls alone and work around them, that's what you need to do. Don't go into any balls ever. If they're open and they all have a pocket, just don't touch anything. Looks like the set 8 ball, though, needs to be dealt with. So he was looking a little bit at an angle, how to deal with that. And this is going to be a big shot here for 5. Looks like 5 to the 3, and then he's going to have to bump it open with a 6, which is not what you want to do. You don't want to have to deal with that last ball, because you could very easily get in a snookered or in a bad position or something, or not being able to get to the final ball. But right now he doesn't really have a choice.
And you're watching live championship round coverage of the APA 8-Ball World Championship here in Pool Dog Arena in Las Vegas. Got 2 skill level 7s battling it out in this 4th match.
Well, he is. The fact that the 5 ball is still on the table now, he's got tall order here. He's on the wrong side to be able to get up on the 5, and if he goes into the cluster now and breaks them open, the best thing he might have here is a bank shot on the 5, unless something gets knocked out and stops even that. So.
Steve pockets the 6 in the side there.
Well, I guess he's going to have to take the bank shot on the 8 then. We'll see what he's got up his sleeve here. Can he get up there?
Pockets the
Oh, beautiful
5.
shot. Almost, almost, almost. He really had to put some juice on that. Ugh. Oh, they're going to have a referee come over and look at this. This is close as could be right here. It's even closer than it looks on overhead in real life. There's your Saurus, whatever that is.
Crowd approves of the pocket marker. Crowd approves of the pocket marker. Interestingly, though, it doesn't look like they've asked for a referee to watch the shot here.
Wow, that's close. I got to get my glasses on for this, Jason. Wow. Here it looks very, very clean, but when you see it in real life, it's not as easy as it looks. I mean, this doesn't look easy, but it's tougher than that.
Got it.
How'd he hit it?
Got it. Wow.
Wow. And he ran it in. Did you see him? I thought he was going to run out the door there, but.
All right, that's a big point. Whew. Tied 4-4 here, folks. Another Hill match.
Just the way we like it. That was a great shot.
Right.
Great shot on the ball before the 8, coming back. Playing with a lot of draw and a lot of spin and coming out for and just enough for the 8. I mean, a quarter of a roll less and he would have not had a shot on it.
Yeah, beautiful. Seen a couple of amazing shots on the 8 balls here in this match.
You bet.
Steve will Steve will have the break here. He has pulled even 4-4 in this race to 5.
And he looked like he was in trouble, but
Yeah,
as some of you guys out there, and then we felt here too, it's not over till it's over, especially on any match. But when you have somebody like this, that could make something happen. Well, you got to make a ball on the break first, don't you?
Yeah, and this is going to be a 2-1 split one way or another, folks. So it'll either be 7-5 or 6-6. Is that right? Depending on what happens here in this final game.
Yep. 7-5 or 6-6.
So that 5th match now looms very large.
So somebody's sitting on over by the team's heart pounding.
Sweaty
going, oh,
palms,
great.
yeah.
Me? You want me to play? Or let me at him. One of those attitudes.
Well, you know, we've seen a lot of dry breaks here in this match, though. But for the power that these guys have on the break, we've not seen a lot of balls fall on the break.
But that's the whole thing. And not always, you want it, obviously, the balls to open up so you can run out. But if you were watching the match before, the 3s that were playing, the 4s that were playing, they were making balls on the break and hitting it nowhere near as hard. So you don't necessarily make balls just because you hit them a million miles an hour. That really is true in 9-ball, even more so than 8-ball.
Lead jocks at the table here. Pockets the 14 in the corner.
Not liking Stephen's chances to get back to the table here. But that 1 point still.
Yeah, very significant. 5th match will really determine the outcome here. Maybe more so than it would have had it been a 2-0 split there.
All right. 9, 10, 11, 8 left on the table.
Kind of an interesting note from Daryl Lee and family. Were born and raised in Northern Ontario. He owned the pool hall called Sharktank in Blind River, Ontario. So now we have an explanation for their team name. We still have yet to get an explanation on the dinosaur, however.
Yeah. Still waiting for that. So that's not what he wanted to do. He just locked up that he's next to the last ball here.
5 and the 10 there.
Yeah, he's going to have to break those open, I believe. I don't think that 10 goes past this 5-ball. No, not there either. He just bumped into it and locked him up. Didn't quite draw the cue ball enough.
Oh.
Ouch.
All right.
Ouch.
So big mistake there by Lee. Misses the 11 in the side, and I guess he was trying to knock that 10 and 5 apart there.
He had
and,
to,
and
yeah.
Missed the shot.
That's obviously what you can't do, but it happens oh so often. You're so focused on doing that, on breaking the balls open, that you kind of take your eye off the shot a little bit. But that was
big turn of events
should
there.
Not have happened.
Peter wants to know if APA is ever going to have a 10-ball league. That's an interesting question. We don't currently have any plans for that, and I'm not sure exactly how that would work because
You don't have any room for that.
Well, we definitely don't have any room for that here, but just based on how we do the 9-ball with points, I'm not, you know what I mean? Because it's essentially like a kind of a 9-ball format, but with an 8, with a diamond, a triangular.
Yeah, it's kind
break.
of the
So
same.
I don't know how that would work for us because we don't run it the same way. But you know, I would never rule out anything necessarily in the future, but no immediate plans.
My question is, where would you have the Vegas finals?
Yeah, that's a whole
down
nother
the street at a
element
different hotel, or
that's a whole nother element.
In the lobby, maybe. I don't know if you guys have any more room.
Well, there may come a time when we have to split it between 2 venues. Who knows?
Oh my!
Another mistake there.
Oh, Stephen!
Wow. So both players here now.
Both players are feeling the pressure now for the these guys to miss the 2 shots they just missed.
All right. So kind of like we had the 8 out of turn and the scratch on the 8 in the second match there that kind of outweighed each other. Kind of same thing here. We've now seen a mistake by each of these players in the last 2 shots, and we'll see if Lee can capitalize.
Now, I've always thought that 10-ball could be something fun to introduce into the Masters format. You know, and make it 8-ball, 9-ball, and 10-ball possibly there. That would be the only place I could see it fit in without changing everything around.
Yeah.
Where right now you play 9 games of 9-ball,
yeah,
so maybe a few less and a few 10-ball as well, but who knows? There's too much pressure on this to be discussing that now. We've got to see what these guys are going to do. Shooting the 10-ball.
Pockets the
10.
Came
off for the 11, but too much spin, and he's kind of, he didn't scratch. But
well,
can there be any more drama in this match?
He didn't scratch, but boy, he's
he's hooked.
I don't know how he solves this issue. Wow. I tell you what, for a match that's, I think, gone almost 2 hours here, this is, suddenly there's a lot of life in the room as we move to a conclusion here in this 4th match. And some mistakes. You wonder if the length of the match has kind of worn these guys down a little bit, not as sharp now as they might have been earlier on. I don't know.
This may be the longest match I think I've ever seen.
Yeah. We'll see how he attacks this. What's the striking Viking solution here?
I'm thinking the only thing you can really do here is jump it. Because he can't go 1 rail because he's corner hooked right from the point of the pocket. And you'd have to really be proficient at the jump shot here to get it up so high, so fast with the jump cue. Well, you can't use the jump cue, and that's why he can't use it for this. I was thinking about the Masters before. No, I don't know. I don't know. He's going to try to tie this up with the 11. No, I thought he was going to try it up. Okay. Pressure back on Steven.
Yeah.
But pretty much Christmas. I don't think he thought he was going to get back to the table at all this match.
Steven, a member of the Biggelbach. They are out of Portland, Oregon. Their opponents, Sharktank, are from Owen Sound, Oregon. Or, I'm sorry, Ontario. Oregon, Ontario. Getting late in the day.
I know.
Late in the match, late in the tournament.
No, Rusty, they are legal, but that was certainly not an easy one. I don't know too many pros. I don't know any pros that could have jumped that. And when we say jump shot, it's like a legal jump shot. We hit down on the cue ball, not scoop it. When the cue ball is that close to the object ball that's in the way, then yeah, that was not doable.
This match has been a little bit of a marathon, but boy, what a match it's been. Back and forth.
You bet.
Two very evenly matched opponents.
And we were talking about, you know, is he going to get a point or not? Lee looked like, well, he, you know, was feeling real comfortable, was kind of coming on, but tell you what.
Yeah, we're going to go to the fifth, tied.
Steve came on strong.
6-6, barring a mistake here by Steve. I'll be curious to see who we see in the fifth match, but my money is on Garrett Pearson and Jason Meyer, so we'll see what happens. But just looking at the rosters and the matches played. All right.
And there you go.
Just the 8-ball left to pocket here for Steve.
Hit that like he meant it.
The dinosaur's out there. This would give him a 2-1 split and would tie the overall score at 6 apiece.
Oh, he banked it in.
All right, he pockets the 8-ball there. That victory goes to Steve Lingelbach. Wins that match 5-4 over Lee Jocks. We are tied at 6 apiece. Going into the fifth match, we're going to take a short break and hear a word from our friends at Pool Dog.
Tired of the same old when you're buying billiard supplies? Come shop with the big dogs at PullDog.com. You want pool cues? We've got over 700. Balls, cases, accessories, no problem. Want help with your game? How does hundreds of free training articles sound? Want to shop offline? We'll mail you a free catalog. Hit us up online, PullDog.com, or call 866-843-3294.
You don't have to play like a pro to enjoy the game I love. If you've ever played in a friend's basement, you can compete in an APA league. In the APA, everyone can play and anyone can win. So if you're looking for a fun night out with your friends and family, join an APA pool league today. Have fun, meet people, play pool. Visit poolplayers.com today.
Come from all walks of life.
Different backgrounds.
Different abilities.
We all have different reasons for doing what we do.
But we're all one.
One love.
One passion. One big family.
We are.
We are
American pool players.
American pool players.
American pool players.
And this is our league.
Tired of the same old, same old? Looking for a night out with your friends? Let me introduce you to the game of pool. I'm Jeanette Lee, the Black Widow, and playing in an APA pool league is both exciting and fun. Whether you've ever picked up a cue stick or not, you can enjoy the sport I love. In the APA, everyone can play and anyone can win. So grab some friends and form a team in the world's largest amateur pool league. Have fun, meet people, play pool.
Each year, thousands of people from all walks of life head to Las Vegas, chasing a dream.
Pocket the 8-ball, avoids the scratch. What a match.
What a match. What a comeback.
What begins as a hobby on a pool table in their local bar or pool room evolves through hard work, dedication, and even luck
There it goes again. Oh, my God.
Wow.
into something.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Pool Dog Championship Arena for continuing coverage of the final round of the APA 8-Ball World Championship. We are in the 5th and final match. We've seen a break there by Jason Myers from the Sharktank, skill level 3. You're now seeing Garrett Pearson at the table for the team of the Biggelbach out of Portland. He is a skill level 4, so this is a 2-3 race. Again, the overall match is tied 6-6, so the winner of this match will determine the winner of this year's 8-Ball Championship. Folks definitely getting their money's worth here with this seesaw battle. Started with Biggelbach winning the first 2 matches by a score of 2-1. Sharktank took the 3rd match 3-0. Biggelbach again winning the 4th match 2-1, and that leaves us at 6-6 going into this 5th and final match.
Good shot.
Team from Sharktank is a team out of Canada, Owen Sound, Ontario. Biggelbach are out of Portland.
Should be able to knock that 6 out of there. Still has a shot on the 14.
Ava, it looks like most of our viewers approve of the neck-and-neck battle we've seen here this afternoon.
Oh, it's great.
Into
This
the
is what you
evening.
want for finals. For any match, really. I always say that at our local team championship in the Coastal Carolina APA for a league operator, it's a dream situation.
Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it.
If only they could all play out like this.
Yeah.
Again, Garrett Pearson at the table.
Garrett's skill level 4 and Jason is a skill level 3, so that would obviously, on paper, maybe put Garrett as a favorite, but you never know. Every rack has its own life.
Right, especially as we get down to such high pressure.
Oh, yeah.
You know, all the stakes now on these 2 players.
And the table tends to have a mind of its own, too. What happens where the balls end up and little things happen. Ouch.
Oh, scratch there by Garrett.
All right.
Ball in hand to Jason Myers, or Jason Meyer, I should say.
And all but the 5-ball, all of Jason's balls are all in a cluster down there on the left side of your screen there. Going for the 7. Should be able to get a shot on something here, you would think. Not a very good one, though. He was left with a shot on the 3. Would have much preferred to have 1, 2, or 4 into the corner pocket. So this is a big shot here. If you can make this. Nope. He would have gone up there for that 5 ball. Instead, he has left an opportunity here for Garrett to finish off what he started.
Got to give a shout out to my good friend Ross Banfield, our league operator in Brooklyn, New York, tuning in.
Hi, Ross. Okay, the story continues here. And it's not getting any easier for the solids to go in here for Jason. So much of 8-ball is patience, you know. 9-ball is so much more of a fire 'em up kind of game. Obviously, the defensive shots are big in 9-ball as well, but in 8-ball, you just got to take your time. Try to play smart within your skill level. You know, they've been watching their teammates, 2 7s going at it. As a 3 and a 4, you're going to play a bit of a different game than they were. So what Jason now is trying to do is make his balls as many as he can. He's not even going to be able to do anything with the 1 and 4. So if you can make the 3 here, and hopefully for him the 5 as well if he follows it down. All right. And it's here. It's here. The balls are open and available for Garrett to be able to make this. If he can shoot this 11 ball in, the balls he has left all have a pocket available. You just need to shoot a stop shot here or roll it in slowly. There you go.
Overall score here in the match is 6-6. Some folks asking about that. We are deadlocked, which means it all comes down to the 5th and final match. The winner of this match will bring home the championship for their team.
Okay, bit of a tester here on the 13 ball. And no guaranteed position by any means because he's going to have to run into the 4. So we'll see what happens after this if he does make it. We made it and nothing. Not even a bank shot, I don't believe. And I gotta tell you, Jason, there's no good place to play defense here either. Can he cut this in? Is that?
Yeah, I'm waiting to see.
Might be able
so they
to,
are going to
that's
take a timeout. I was
thin,
thinking
yeah.
he hasn't had a timeout here. It seems like a
Time to
good
talk about it.
opportunity. And sure enough, Steve's going to go talk it over with him. Of course, we want to thank our friends at PoolDog.com for being the presenting sponsor of this year's coverage of the World Championships. They've got a number of offers and specials available right now to our members as well as our viewers. If you go to PoolDog.com/APA-champs. I'd also encourage you guys that are on Facebook to like their page. They do a lot of great content, instructional content. I know they've been doing a lot of work with Florian Kohler on some instruction, so good page to follow.
And in APA, let's see, they made a decision. I mean, the only other thing I can see is lagging this ball in towards the 1. I don't think the bank is available. I'm not sure. It must have been, because that's what they were going for. But check out what happened. That turned out pretty well. At least you figured it's going to stop Jason.
Jimmy said they're just
From going
Biggelbaching it up here.
Yep.
Biggelbaching it up.
That's a good one. That might be a keeper word.
Seeing Jason Meyer back at the table for the team of Sharktank.
Good.
Combination shot there.
And smart play after the combo. The combo was very, very makeable, but the fact that he got a shot afterwards, that's a lot of times what goes wrong when an amateur player plays a combination, is that the object ball gets away from you, or the cue ball, you stop it when you should have followed, and that type of thing. But at least he has a shot here. And
ooh. Pockets the 5,
no
scratches
more shots
on the
for
side.
now.
Yeah, tough. Tough, tough, tough. You know, Ava, whichever way this match ends up going, I mean, total team effort.
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
been great.
for both these teams.
It's been great.
You know, really.
These are the kind of battles you have when you can go home and really feel good about it. You know, it was a fun match. It was a close match. It was a real battle.
Right.
Somebody's got to win. That's all. There's nothing worse than when you get to the final match and all of a sudden you just can't get out of your own way. Nothing goes right for the team, and it's a blowout, and the other team plays well. So this has been super.
So Garrett has ball in hand here. He has used his timeout.
I thought he would put it on the other side and just kind of tap it into the rail there and hide it. But either way, he should be. Let's see what he's doing here. Is he trying to make that? I guess it goes. I guess it goes. Oh, I'm going
very close. Very close.
He gave it a whirl.
Jason back to the table here. He's going to take a timeout. Lee Jock's going to talk it over.
What Lee's going to try to do is figure out the way to get up on this 5 ball. If you follow it, the cue ball is not heading exactly where he wants it to.
Of course, Jason just needing 2 games to win this 5th match, so if he's able to get this first one, whew, big advantage.
This is kind of a must make here too, because the fact that the 10 ball is laying, the 14 ball is laying right in front of the side pocket. The cue ball comes up anywhere near on the left side of the table, then this 1 ball pretty much has to go, or Garrett will be in great shape. All right, that'll work. And where she stops, how about that? That'll work. Bit of a cut shot, but nothing's going to be easy when it's at this point in the match.
Yeah, to me, this is what APA is all about. I mean, here you've got a 3 that is shooting in a match for $25,000. I don't know where else you'd see something like that happen. But
I can't imagine going home and telling your friends at work, yeah, what did you do?
Pockets
there,
the
nice
4.
shot, and look at it, came out. He avoided the scratch.
All right.
Just added a little bit low on it.
Got a shot to go on the hill here.
Go home after this and tell your coworkers, yeah.
Marks his pocket. I can't imagine the pressure he's feeling at this moment. Trying to get on the board, knowing just need one more game if he can pocket this 8-ball.
There it is.
He got it.
What a good first game. Somebody had to win it.
Yeah, Jason Meyer with a big victory there. He is now on the hill, folks. Needs just one game. Garrett will need 3 here. I'm guessing we go hill. I'm just going to throw that out.
That's just pretty much an automatic,
yeah,
isn't it?
Jason's on the hill, but I'm guessing Garrett's not done yet.
No.
It's just a guess. Got his work cut out for him, though. Let's see, still quite a few people here in Pool Dog Championship Arena. Nobody's left. Everybody wanting to see how this plays out.
I wouldn't want to leave right now. I mean, it's
some 5 hours and 15 minutes after we got started.
Well, I know so many people, book their ticket to leave today in case they're still in the finals. They'll change their ticket or they go out on the red eye, and they should be packing up right about now. But nobody wants to leave. This is too good of a final to leave.
Good break.
Good break.
It's the one.
He's a big man. You know, I can see him having a strong break.
So he will shoot the solids.
Doesn't have much to look at. The 2-ball is the only one that he can look at right away. He's trying to see if it'll pass by the 9. It's close, but...
So if you want added pressure for Jason, you take into account that he's one game from winning this match for his team. But, as we mentioned earlier, he would also be winning the first 8-ball championship for his country, as we've never had a team from Canada win this particular event. We have had champions in the 9-ball event, but not in the 8-ball. So, don't sweat it, Jay. Just keep it going. No.
Okay, 4 on the side or in the corner. Well, he went for the corner.
That'll bring Garrett back to the table, looking to make up some ground here.
He fired at that. There was no slow rolling that ball.
Of course, this match is tied up at 6-all, the overall match score. So whoever wins the 5th and final match will be your champion.
Jason was taking a deep breath and shook his hands out a little bit there. Let's see what Garrett can do. That's a good shot.
15.
Good shot, but no reward for position. So Jason is on the hill, and Garrett needs 3.
That'll bring Jason back to the table.
And Jason definitely has an opportunity to make 2 relatively easy shots here. He's got the 2-ball on the side. Just shoot a little bit low. They're so close together. He should have no problem shooting a stop shot. The 3 goes in the other side. The 4 is open. The next 2 or 3 balls should go pretty well here. Oh,
pockets the 2 in the side.
A little accidental draw there. He is a skill level 3, so cue ball control is not going to be his forte. But he's shooting balls in fairly well. It's going to be close if he can cut this in. He's going to try to cut this in the side, I believe. I mean, it's pretty much all he has right now. Unless he tries to play a defensive shot somehow. He's got to watch where that cue ball's going. See where the 8-ball is. If he hits it real thin, this could be bad news. He'd hit, luckily. It was kind of heading right that way.
Garrett back to the table. Garrett Pearson, member of the Biggelbachs out of Portland, Oregon. Biggelbachs have actually won 3 of the 4 individual matches here, but really the match that looms largest at this point was Lee Thomas Jocks winning in a shutout in that 3rd match, getting 3 points to his opponent 0, and that's really the difference at this point. This match would have been over had it not been for that.
And I'd like to apologize to everybody who's watching on YouTube. I don't know if there is there texting on YouTube too, where people can comment? And if it is, I want to apologize because we are looking at the Facebook one.
Yeah, we focus on the Facebook feed.
Okay.
So if you want to talk to us or interact with us, hit us up here on the Facebook feed.
I would feel bad if we totally ignored everybody there. If there is, I'm not aware if it is or not. It is?
Yeah, well,
so
a little
sorry,
hard
guys.
to follow comments on 2 different platforms at the same time as we try to also
and here
watch
too,
the
we don't get
match.
them all, but
Right.
once in a while when there's kind of a some lull in the action and they're thinking, we try to peek and see what's going on.
If you want to interact with us, do it on the Facebook feed.
Okay, so 7-ball. I'm not sure what he's doing. If he's all right. Play the defense, and time for Garrett to just loosen up a little bit here.
Oh, come on, Ian. People on YouTube, they do matter. But it's just tough for us to focus on multiple social media platforms while we're also trying to cover the match. It's a little challenging. So, Rich, no plans to go back to the old scoring system, buddy. Sorry you don't like it, but it has been wildly popular.
Oh,
and
yeah.
again, you're seeing how it plays out here and how close this match is. So, you know, I've heard the argument, well, you know, you shouldn't be able to win 3 matches and lose the match, but, you know, it's kind of like football. You know, if one team outscores their opponent 7-0 the first 3 quarters, but the other team scores 4 touchdowns in the 4th quarter, they win the match. I mean, that's kind of sports and team sports at that. So.
Okay. We'll see what Jason can do here. His balls are pretty much open. So far this match, it kind of feels like the waves are going Jason's favor, the first game and this game.
Feels that way a little bit,
It's
yeah.
a little uphill for Garrett. When he gets to the table, it's kind of tricky. All right. One thing we've learned from Jason is he fires them in. He doesn't. He always cues low.
Why hit it
soft?
I
haven't seen him hit high on the cue ball once. He just kind of comes down on it a little bit instead of a level cue. He hits down on it and just fires them in.
Jason shooting on the 6-ball here. Pockets it in the corner, but
well, he might got lucky there that it got in the way. He might be able to tap the 3-ball into to the side. I do believe he can see it. Okay, we'll see what he's going to do here. Again, you see he's hitting down on this 3-ball, on the cue ball here for the 3.
Oh.
And
did not make the 3 and scratched in the far corner pocket. So Garrett will have ball in hand now. Opportunity to make some progress here. Again, he needs 3 games to what Jason now needs is just one.
That was very nice of you, Caleb. Thank you, my dear.
Some folks asking about the weather. It is warm in Las Vegas in August, but fortunately we don't spend very much time outside. And the tournament rooms are nice and cool.
Good shot by Garrett there. All right, 10 ball is open. If you can come out here and squeeze between these two, just kind of a little bit above center and just kind of float out. Play this next ball in the side or in the corner. The balls are open. A lot of pressure. He is a skill level 4, so it's not an automatic run out, needless to say. It's not like the last match we watched. It was a good shot, but kind of not the smartest move, simply because of where the 4 ball and the 8 ball is. He's got no pocket down on this side of the table. He needed to play this next ball in the side or in the corner, so he'll just have to deal with it later on.
Pockets the 14 in the corner.
Again, 13 ball is the biggest problem here. If he could just pick up that 13 and put it on the floor, he'd be in good shape, but
follows it
might
up.
be able to take care of it now.
9
Oh, that's a good shot under the pressure there. He needed something good like that to get done. Okay, he made it, but now what?
Looks like he can get to that 11 ball.
He can definitely get to it, but as you can tell, it's going to have to be a really thin cut or a bank shot if he can hit all of it to make the bank shot. We're going to see. He's going to have a discussion with Steven here to see what's going to be done.
Donna, we agree with you. Exactly as the 3-point scoring was intended to work.
And again, ST stands for Sharktank, BB for Biggelbachs, for those of you who just joined us. Sharktank is from Owen Sound, Ontario in Canada, and Biggelbachs from Portland, Oregon. And this is the match, the 5th match. Garrett's at the table. Garrett's a 4, and Jason is at skill level 3. Okay, looks like he's cutting it in. No, he went for the bank, went for the bank, went for the bank. No, it's going to hang up right there.
Not enough. I'm going to bring Jason Meyer back to the table here.
It's all on Jason now.
Again, Jason Meyer needing just one game here.
Yeah.
He's on the hill.
He's going to ask for a timeout here.
Yep.
Talk about it a little bit. He only needs to make 3 balls for the championship, but they're far apart. So I would definitely think he say play the 3 ball first. Because if you play the 3 ball, the cue ball is going to feed automatically down here towards the 5. If you play the 5 ball, Although, you know what? Jason hits the balls pretty firm, so he's not
Right.
going to have a problem getting out down table and back up again. So I don't think it matters. A lot of threes tend to just kind of push the ball around a little bit.
All right.
But not Jason.
Looks like he's ready. So close, yet so far from here. We'll see. Shooting
He
the
is going
three.
to play the three. Yeah, that's. He doesn't want to hit low on that down though. Okay, so
Pocket
he's
the
good there.
three.
He made his ball. And again, with the angle he has, he doesn't have to do really anything with the cue ball. You cut this in, and it should hit just in front of the 11 on the end rail and come up naturally for the 8. No, missed it.
This is the 4. And Garrett is in excellent position now to
My heart's
get on the
pounding.
board. Yeah.
I know what this pressure these guys are under right now, and it's hard to breathe. I do like the fact that I see them from time to time take those deep breaths, though, because you need oxygen to your
Breathe, yeah.
brain. It's amazing when you get nervous like that. You realize, oh my gosh, it might have been 6 minutes since I took a real breath.
Michael says APA should let 5 and above use jump cues. That's not something we would have any
No.
interest in, because the reason we don't allow jump cues is we feel that gives a greater advantage to the higher skilled player. So allowing those that are 5 and up to do it would do exactly that. So it's not something that you're going to see happen.
I think he needs to play Masters.
Yeah, Masters would be the format for you, though.
Yeah.
Jump
Masters
cues
you
allowed
can.
there. Well, Garrett has left himself quite a distance on the 8 ball, but
Okay, see if he can cut this in. Time to take another deep breath.
okay, so he's gonna try to bank it here.
Is he banking it?
Dinosaurs on the other corner.
Dinosaurs down there, okay.
We'll see. No.
He has left a potential out again, a makeable shot in the side pocket for Jason.
Yeah, the push and 9 ball also something that we believe would favor the higher skilled player, so not
Of
something
course.
that we allow there as well. Somebody was asking about that.
Same thing with choosing, choosing the balls and 8 ball. Who is that gonna? It's only gonna benefit the higher skill level players. So it is part of the whole equalizing system. It's not just a handicap, but there's
Right.
other factors that
Of
go
course,
into.
the team's handicap is part of it. Jason just misses
Oh,
that
wow.
4 in the side. Garrett will have another opportunity to pocket the 8 ball here.
Thank you, Liz. All right. This is a yucky angle on this 8 ball, boy. The opportunity to scratch here is great. And you could end up scratching off the 5. If you make it, he should be okay, unless the cue ball glances off the 5 ball and goes in. But if you overcut this, there could be a scratch there, so we'll see what's going to happen here. How did he hit it? Nice shot. Under the pressure. Whoa.
Garrett Pearson picks up that game. He is now on the scoreboard.
I'm so proud of these guys for holding
wow.
it together under this pressure.
So while we are tied 1-1 on the scoreboard, Jason Meyer needs just 1 game. Garrett's still needing 2 games, but as we said earlier, Ava, it would not be shocking to see this match go hill-hill as We have seen 3 of the 4 matches prior.
Absolutely. I mean, we've had some close matches all week in every format that we've had. I don't recall any blowouts or anything. I mean, everything has gone down, but this takes the cake, I think.
Garrett with the break.
And the scratch. All right. And you know what? The solids look awfully good right now. If I were Jason, I would leave that 5-ball right where it is. And then try to pick him off as he goes along. He's going to shoot the 7 first. He's got the 3-6 combo.
Pocketed both.
Twofer. One ball is definitely makeable here. I'm sorry, I'm talking nonsense, Jamie. I apologize.
Yeah, well, Jamie, you just said bye-bye to the ability to comment. Adios, my friend.
Oh, did you? No,
Yeah.
he can talk. It's all right.
No. Sometimes the keyboard cowboys got to be put in their place, and we allow people to comment, but we don't allow folks to be disrespectful or rude on the feed. So if you are, we are going to say goodbye.
Okay, so let's see what he's got here. As you can see, the 2 of his balls are tied up there, and the 5-ball is in play, blocking that pocket. There's no good way to get to breaking these open. All he's got left is the 9-ball on the other side of the table and the 14, and trying to get perfect on the 14 to get there is going to be tough.
See our viewership continuing to climb. If you are just joining us, you're seeing the 5th and final match in this year's APA 8-Ball World Championship. We have Biggelbach from Portland, Oregon. We have Sharktank from Owen Sound, Ontario. They are deadlocked at 6 apiece in the overall match score. We are tied 1-1 here in this 5th match. Jason Meyer needing just 1 more game, while Garrett Pearson needs 2.
All right, nice shot. Might just want to roll up on this 9-ball if he can. It's not easy to play that speed, to have it just died right there, but he's got nowhere to go with those 2 balls down at the other end.
Jason, you are correct.
Uh-oh, look out. Look out.
Oh. All right.
See if he can tap this, if there's any way to tap the one ball there in front of the pocket a little bit. I don't think he can hit enough of it. That's a really, that would be a touchy shot anyway. May just want to hit him. No. Well, it was not a bad outcome. Not good, but not terrible.
Jason pockets the 4 in the corner.
Well, the one ball is about all he has to shoot at here. Good shot.
Gets the 1.
And of course it's going to get down to this. It makes perfect sense.
All right.
All right, time. Garrett's time to shine here. He's got a shot, a good shot at it here. Question is, where's the 10 going to end up?
Got it.
That was
but
the danger
not the
there.
lead that he wanted.
Wow. I mean, this is one of those where you, good thing is you kind of split the table right in half and just play it, and he's liable to make it. You could go 2 rails here, which would be, make it much more available, but I think he'll go one cushion and down. He's going to get some talking to here. This is a good time to take a timeout. And the other option is to, I guess, fire one of the low balls to the other side of the table if he can. Try to make it as difficult as he can on the other player. I don't know. This is tough.
Timeout is over.
Okay, he's going to try to tie it up here. Or is he going to? Yeah. That's a very good shot there. Good speed, good coaching. Oh, it's got ball in hand. Thank you, team. That's the one thing you can do in APA. You can call out you're shooting the wrong ball, you got ball in hand, those kind of things. Mark your pocket. That is not considered a timeout.
And now Sharktank's going to take a timeout. Lee going to talk it over here with Jason.
Well, pushing balls together is good if that's your only option. Because if he would have kicked at that ball, then given up ball in hand, if he didn't hit it, then Jason would have a good chance to have run out there. Now instead, they at least have some problems with ball in hand.
See if Steve can give us the overhead view on this. Take a look at what's going on here.
See if he's going to just go ahead and make this and leave you. And not only that, but he rolled up long enough to where now Garrett's jacked up on this 8 if he would have stopped just a quarter of an inch sooner.
Yeah, and he's got ball in hand here, right? He went into the...
No, he doesn't have ball in hand, but he pocketed his balls, so Garrett had the stripes. So Jason made his ball there.
Oh. That's right.
I know we're getting a little punch drunk. It's been a long, a long week and a long day.
All right, well. Shooting for the far corner here with the 8 ball. And this would put Garrett on the hill if he can pocket this 8 in the corner.
It was a tough shot, especially being jacked up over the 5 ball like that.
All right.
And 2 very makeable balls here. I would be surprised if, unless it was jitters, Jason should make these 2. The question is what kind of shot he's going to leave himself on the 8. But anything can happen. Nope. I had to say that, didn't I? I apologize, Jason. Must have jinxed him there. But again, he left a tough shot. Left that cue ball on the rail. But I know Garrett's just excited about being back to the table again, I would think.
Not quite.
Nope. But he left it tough, tough, tough.
I'm going to bring Jason back to the table. He gets the 5 to
went
go.
in.
All right.
It slid right in there, and he's got a chance at this. This is a makeable 2 ball.
Got the 3.
Well, he's left a tough shot, but luckily he played it soft enough, a little bit firmer. That could have gone all the way down to the corner pocket there, and that would have straightened up the angle a little bit. So now we'll see.
And down to the 8 ball. He has used his timeout, so. Okay. We'll see if he can find the right cut here. This would be for the win.
And he rolls it and just misses it. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. It's like this match is not going to end. Nobody wants to win. Nobody wants to lose. What a battle. Holy smokes.
All right. Garrett's turn to shoot at the 8-ball again. Again, Garrett in the blue, member of the Biggelbach out of Portland. He is a skill level 4, seated in the maroon shirt. Jason Meyer of Sharktank. He is a skill level 3. And you're kind of seeing those skill levels ring true with some of these last shots. If you weren't convinced or had issue with what you thought their skill levels were prior, I think you can take a look at those last few shots.
Nope.
Missed it.
Short.
All right. Once again.
And it's almost straight in shot for Jason. He gets another shot at it. Much easier than the last one, that's for sure.
Okay.
Like I said, things just are not, the waves have just not been with Garrett a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of weird, awkward situations constantly.
Jason marks the pocket, again shooting on the 8-ball.
And this could be it. No, I'm telling you, they're nervous, these guys. And again, he got away with the lead. And Garrett's going to go, I'm going to smack you.
All right. Again, difficulty with the final 8-ball. Let's see what Garrett wants to do here.
I think he's going to bank it into the side pocket. I just hope he's going to remember to mark it or have his team tell him to mark it.
Does he have it marked? I
don't see it.
I can't tell what's next to that chalk over there. Yeah, he's got it marked.
Okay,
you see that little dinosaur over there?
I feel much better now. Short again. Oh, no, folks, not that way.
And that's how it's going to end
And that's
here, folks.
the end of the match. Oh, wow. I feel bad.
Well, folks.
Oh.
An unbelievable match comes to a bit of an anticlimactic ending as Garrett Pearson scratches on the 8-ball.
Oh,
Jason Meyer takes the match, and not the way we might have expected that one to end. Again, a little bit of an anticlimactic ending, folks, but great match nonetheless. Congratulations to both of those teams, as well as all of our teams that joined us here this week in Las Vegas. Again, your 8-ball world champions from Owen Sound, Ontario, the team of Sharktank. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to all 6 of our champions in this year's APA World Championships. We appreciate everyone tuning in. We hope you've enjoyed the coverage we've brought you. Again, thanks to our friends at PoolDog.com. Our buddy Frank here has been hanging out all week for helping us to bring you this coverage. It's time for us to hand out the final trophies, a lot of prize money, and we're going to say goodbye for a little while. We will see you guys again soon.
Thank you.